Sweet. I'm going to start by showing a video just because that's how I like to do it. Hello. Yeah, so have a look at the screens. I think this is one of the funniest set of commercials that I've ever seen. We need to start from the start.
The Trump monkey. What do you think you're looking at, huh? But you don't like the way I drive? What is it? I know. You want a piece of me? What's going on? Get you so, huh? Where is he go now? Why you can't speed up, baby? What you got? If you're better than me, what you got? Oh, I like the way you drive. What are you going to say to me? The Trump monkey, a revolutionary idea you'll only find at Suburban Auto Group, pending approval by Attorney General.
Hey, right in the front.
Your cat is fabulous. How about if we don't give us a ticket today and just a warning?
License and registration.
Okay.
Mr. Monkey?
The Trump monkey, a revolutionary idea you'll only find at Suburban Auto Group. Retrieval system. Because sometimes getting your car back is simply not enough. Another revolutionary idea will only find at Suburban Auto, pending approval by the Department of Agriculture.
Here we are.
I still can't believe my dad let us even touch his new car.
Oh, yeah.
I think he with the car. Hey. Wait!
The Trump monkey chaperone version, and pending idea you'll only find at Suburban Auto Group.
There you go. The third might be my favourite. Who wants a truck monkey? I do. I do. See? How cool would it be? Okay, this is itchy. I have slight hair regrowth now, which is nice. I'd like to have hair, seeing as how it's winter. Okay, before I start, I thought it would be good just to show you. I'm tired. I may fall asleep on stage, just to let you know, because the baby's been kicked this week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night. I got like 4 hours sleep each night, so I'm a little tired. And the reason why I got 4 hours sleep is going to come up on the screen right now. So that was when the baby just came out. It was the weirdest and coolest thing I've ever seen, because they're like because it was a cesarean, 5 minutes in, they're like, okay, grab your camera. I'm like, what? So I stood up above the curtain, and his head was out of my wife's stomach, and the rest of him was still coming out. I was like plasticine and all stretchy, and it was amazing. So pulled him out, and so next slide. He's not really that fat. He's really quite a slim baby, but he looks so fat there. And when he first came out, I was like, baby, why does my baby look like he's Asian? Because he actually really did kind of look quite Asian. Next slide. We got a cool, like a little Nike onesie. The onesie is so hard to get on. And he keeps weeing himself. Like, you pull the nappy off, and then he's weeing himself in the face about 5 times. No joke. Because at first you don't click, but you got to cover the penis so it doesn't wee up, and because it's pointing up, it's like a direct arc right into his face. Not kidding. Very funny until you have to clean it up. Next one. So that was the one that we put on Facebook. So he looks really nice, calm and sleepy there. Nuh-uh. During the day he's okay, at night he's not. So I think that's it. We want more, or is that it? That's it. Oh yeah, that was for afterwards. So he still had goo on his face, and the paediatrician picked him up, wiped the goo on my face. I'm like, thanks. I love goo on my face. That's fantastic. Thanks for that. There's a little bit of blood there. Oh, thanks. Okay, all right, I'm done. So there you go. Now you've all seen Kale. Hooray. And you know why I'm tired. But you guys are talking about epic. Oh, Kale gets a clap. We're talking about epic story at the moment, and so I chose David and Goliath. I've never spoken on David and Goliath before, and I've always wanted to, so I thought this is the perfect opportunity. It's such a great story, and there's so much that you can learn from it. There's so much cool stuff. So I'm going to get straight into it. The story, the whole life of David, there's so much you can learn from it, and so much great truth that is in the life of David. And it's actually said in the Bible, in 2 Samuel, that David was known as a man after God's own heart. That across the whole Bible, apart from Jesus Christ, the man that was the closest to what God wanted us to live and how He wanted us to live is David. In terms of his heart attitude and the person he was and how he acted, it was David. And so he's a really good example. Look at how he lived his life. Doesn't mean he was perfect. He still made some pretty bad decisions. He's up on his tower in his kingdom one day, and he looks down and sees a woman bathing naked on the roof. Who does that? And looks down and sees the woman's like, "Oh, I'd like some of that." So he sleeps with her. They do the, and then when she gets pregnant, right? And so he's like, "Oh, I know how to fix this." So he sends the husband, she's married, sends the husband off to war, puts him in the front line so that he gets killed. And he does, and then, but you know, so that was, he's not perfect, right? He passed in front of Samuel, but Samuel said, "The Lord has not chosen this one either." Jesse then had Shammah, what a cool name, Shammah, pass by Samuel, but Samuel said, "Nor has the Lord chosen this one." Jesse had 7 of his sons pass before Samuel, and Samuel said to him, "The Lord has not chosen these." So he asked Jesse, "Are these all of your sons?" So he didn't bring all of his sons out. He left David on the side. There was still the youngest, Jesse answered, but he is tending the sheep. Samuel said, "Send for him. We will not sit down until he arrives." So he sent and had him brought in. He was ruddy, with a fine appearance and handsome features. Then the Lord said, "Rise and anoint him. He is the one." So Samuel took the horn of oil, anointed him in the presence of his brothers, and from that day on, the Spirit of the Lord came upon David in power. Man, that would be awesome. Having the Spirit of God, of the Lord, come upon you in power would make all the difference in your life. And that's why David's life was so amazing. That this anointing came upon him, the Spirit of God came upon him, and it affected everything that he did. You know, the thing is, we all have access to that anointing that David had. But I'll come back to that. You know, something that stands out to me in this verse is that David's dad didn't even bother bringing him before Samuel. He knew why Samuel was there, didn't bother bringing him out. He's like, "Nah, don't worry about him." He didn't even believe in his son. Didn't think that he was worthy. Didn't think that he was good enough. He was too small. He would just look after the sheep. But, whoa, my voice is breaking. What I want to do is, from this point onwards, until the end of the battle with Goliath, I want to raise 3 super special golden nuggets out of this verse. I'll just call them smooths. So, super special golden nugget number 1. It's all about the inside. So a lot of these stories in the Bible, the reason I'm sure why we're focusing on epic stories is that it's something to learn from the story. And so what we can learn from this story is that it's all about the inside. It's not about what we look like. It's not about how fantastic we are at sport. It's not about how great we are at skating or, I don't know, shuffling or whatever. It's not about how cool we are at planking. What it's about is how we are on the inside. What it's about is your heart attitude. How do you treat people? How do you speak to people? Do you give people respect? Do you care about people? How do you treat others? It's all about what's going on the inside.